The big European motorcycle shows are well over, and there hasn't even been the slightest mention of a new adventure middleweight from Honda. So, why no Transalp? Anyway, no mentions, no suggestions, not even a concept. But why? Well, Mr. Conspiracy here has come up with a few theories, and so in no particular order. Number one, they won't do it. A new Transalp needs to be fitter and leaner than the competition. So let's just pretend, just for a moment, it did come back and it was roughly what we expected. So that's 180 kilograms and around 70 ponies. If that was true, would you buy the heavier Africa Twin? Or any bike in their range? Even the lovable Rally? A new all-conquering Transalp would be over double the power of the Rally and more capable than its siblings. Sounds good for us, not necessarily good for Honda. You see, all this suggests it would seriously damage sales of their adventure bike fleet, and of course their precious Africa Twin. Case in point, the T7 has been a runaway success for Yamaha. If we look at their adventure bike lineup, the heavy 1200 Super Tenere has vanished. Their only bike is the 700. Perhaps there's a good reason for that. Honda won't upset their own apple cart. Conspiracy number two. They can't do it. Aprilia's Touareg is as close as we got. A 660 twin does sound very Transalp, but at 204 kilograms it's still a bit too chunky. Perhaps a twin-cylinder adventure motorcycle weighing around 180 kilograms just isn't possible with conventional manufacturing and also compliance with European regulations. Honda need a serious return on their investment, but it must be priced well on the shop floor. So perhaps a combination of these reasons just make the project too ambitious. Number three, it will be very, very different. Oh God. We've got plenty of big adventure bikes out there already. I think we all agree a new Alp does need to be very different. Well, I did say different. All manufacturers are under increasing pressure to develop electric motorcycles. It's no secret that Honda and some of the big boys have signed up to a universal battery system. Could the Alp come back as their first electric adventure bike? Okay, I know the technology isn't there just yet, but perhaps that's the reason we've waited so long for the prodigal return. I'd like to think that this was the most probable reason. A new world-class adventure bike built from the ground up takes years of R&D time. Back in March 2020, this story broke in Motorcycle News. Kenji Morita was the project lead for the 1100 Africa Twin and did admit a smaller adventure bike was needed. 2 years later, nothing. Meanwhile, Yamaha's T7 is soaking up sales like a dry sponge. Honda must be seething, especially with the new kid on the block, Aprilia's Touareg. Honda, if you are working on a new Transalp, the clock is definitely ticking. And perhaps that's the real reason. Have Honda simply left this too late? In an already saturated market, is there even room for a new Alp? There's even more new bikes coming out soon. Fantic are promising a 450 Rally. Yamaha a raid edition of the T7. Cagiva are back with their 5.5, and even Chinese owned Motoeuro are giving it a go with their Escape. So they won't do it, or they can't do it. It's powered by Duracell bunnies, or they're still working on it. Perhaps they've let the grass grow a little too long. What do you guys think? What have I missed? Your comments are really appreciated, and thank you for watching.